Hi guys, and welcome back to Conversations with Keela. Today I'm going to be speaking about those types of issues elder sisters have. Yeah, I know a few of us can relate to this topic, so let's get into it. So, I am the eldest of two sisters, and throughout my life there has been always like a pressure on me to do well, be the best example for my sisters. And along the way there were bumps. So when I say bumps in the road, there were personal things that I had done that people may have thought weren't the best choices as an older sister. So for example, getting some piercings, I had an issue with education at one point, and I thank God I was able to go back, complete it successfully, but things like that. And there was always the comparison game. So I know a few of us can identify with the comparison game. So the comparison game for me was my dad used to always compare me to his family. It would always be, my family was so tight and my older brothers and sisters used to be like this towards me, and why can't you be like this, or why can't you be like that? And there was always comparison going on, and it used to make me feel like, am I not doing a good job as an older sister? Am I not being the best example for them? And especially when I made some of the wrong decisions, I used to just be like, okay, I'm not a great example for them. And I guess I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. Like, how should you go about those pressures? When you feel those pressures, when you feel like it's coming from family, it's coming from your culture, it's coming from, could be the church as well. How do you feel about that? One of the things I would say is go and ask for help. As simple as that sounds, it is so beneficial to go and ask for help. I have people around me that I go to and I'm like, listen, today I'm struggling. Today, maybe my mom said something to me that I didn't like, or my dad may have said something to me that I didn't like. How do I go about it? And wisdom is poured in terms of going about things the right way, whether it's to love them, to not take offense, to hug them. Because also, like, one thing I'm realizing that is when you're taking offense, the devil plants those seeds in you, and the seeds affect you, not them. And so you are seeing this person through this cloud, this haze, and you're not seeing them correctly. And everything you do, or everything you see them through now, is through the glasses of offense. Yeah, I don't want that. So for me, I don't want to have offense in my life. I don't want to hold on to offense. I don't want to be friends with it. I don't want to partner with it. So I try to nip that in the bud as best as I can, as early as I can. So getting help, getting people to talk to would be one of my top solutions in terms of how do you deal with elder sister problems. Even elder brothers as well could go about it this way as well. But yeah, for the elder sisters. So for me, the thing that I would do now, more than, because back in the day I used to bite back quite a bit. I used to be like, yeah, well, it's not my fault, like I'm not responsible for them. But let's be honest, they are watching you. They're watching you to see the moves you make. They're watching you because also they do look up to you. They do look up to you as the oldest sister or brother. They see you as a person always in their lives that was above them in some type of way, even if it's just age. So it's like, okay, you are above me. You've gone through so before me. You have more wisdom, or you know, more understanding in certain things. I can look to you for that. So there's always that element of I can look up to you. So there is a level of responsibility we have. However, I wouldn't bite back as much, or listen rather than speak to respond. They say often speak to respond, speak to listen, sorry, not speak to respond. Yeah, speak to listen, not speak to respond. So I would do that. Take it in my, like, what are they really saying here? What is the issue? Because sometimes the thing that they're saying isn't really the issue. What's behind it? But if I'm listening, then I'm able to hear what is actually behind it, what's driving them, what's making them say something. And it probably might not even be the issue that the parents are saying. So listen would be my first one. Second one, sorry. And the third one I'd also say is ask the Lord. Ask the Lord for strategies in how to deal with those issues that you may be having with your parents or the people around you. You would be surprised how interested he is in telling you how to go about it. And it's so funny because he'll give you the most simplest of instruction, and it's so effective. For example, it could be every day come in and just tell your parent that you love them. It could be, oh, you go and just pick up this thing for them, because sometimes your parents are frustrated at something else and then you do something small and it's like piled on top of that. You know, their frustration is now taken out on you. So you have to know how to go about it wisely and not make the situation worse. So those would be my points. And I personally, if I could go back, like I said, I would listen more, ask the Lord more, and just be more wise in terms of how am I managing my mouth. I don't need to speak for everything. Sometimes cut your losses, walk away, come back later, and be honest. That's the last thing I would leave. Be honest. Sometimes it's okay to, not sometimes, it's okay to come back and say to your parents, you know, that hurt me. That really hurt me. And what you said hurt me. And it affected me. But having those conversations will open up space for your parents to be like, wow, okay, she's here telling me how she feels, rather than you reacting. It's more so you're saying, okay, and from an emotional standpoint, this is how it's affected me. And most times it can open up to having a really good conversation. So those are my tips. I hope to hear from you soon. See you later.